Hi, and welcome to Castanet's Week in Review. I'm Nich Johansen with your top stories from this week. The week began with an announcement from the City of Kelowna that the growing tent city on Leon Avenue would be moved to two parks in the city's north end until a location and operator of an emergency winter shelter could be found. The announcement came Tuesday after a fire broke out in one of the tents Monday night. While many of the people on Leon were okay with the move Tuesday, Wednesday morning, when bylaw and RCMP showed up to enforce the city's 9 a.m. leave time, some were not so happy.
I ain't taking it down. This is my home. What if we had to park up your home every day?
I opened my eyes and they were at the door. That's bullshit. Like, honestly, at least on Leon, they would let us stay in our tent, heated and warm, and be good with it. You know what I mean?
The move was not welcomed by many people living in Kelowna's north end, though. A group of residents gathered at the base of Knox Mountain Tuesday night to express their concerns with moving the tents to their neighborhood.
This park is used year-round by a lot of residents from all over Kelowna, a lot of families in the neighborhood. You see kids running through the park all year. And I read in the letter that was sent to me that they'll have a needle disposal. That worries me. That obviously implies that we're anticipating that there will be needles. So what's to say that they're going to stay here and make it to the appropriate receptacle?
Meanwhile, a GoFundMe page has been created with the goal of launching a class action lawsuit against the City of Kelowna for the inaction, incompetence, and ineffectiveness of the city on the homeless issue. A beloved Penticton Santa Claus was fired at his job at Cherry Lane Mall this week after his employer saw photos he had taken on his own time that showed him pretending to reach for a friend's breasts and drinking out of a flask. Gary Hopt took on the mall Santa gig last year, but he's been fired before his second season due to the somewhat controversial photos. The community has rallied around Hopt, though, since his firing, and he's since booked a number of new Santa gigs around town. This year is gearing up to be one of the best seasons for Icewine in the Okanagan in years, after temperatures plummeted well below zero Thursday night. An Icewine harvest requires temperatures of at least -8 degrees, and when the mercury dropped Thursday night, about a dozen people hit the vineyards at West Kelowna's Rollingdale Winery to harvest the frozen grapes.
This is a really excellent year, actually. It's quite early, and which is lovely. The longer that fruit hangs, the less of it is available by the time it's ready to be picked, so early is good for ice wine volumes.
And after many months, the long wait for Skiers and Boarders is finally over, with the local ski hills opening up this week despite less than stellar snow conditions. The lift started spinning Thursday morning at Big White and Silver Star, with 50 centimeters and 85 centimeters alpine bases respectively. Farther north, Revelstoke Mountain Resort, with an 86 centimeter base, opened Saturday morning. Cold and dry conditions are expected to continue into next week. That's it for this week's Week in Review. For Castanet News, I'm Nich Johansen.